We are dads and we love tech, and we know your dad does too. It's Joe and Tony. Welcome to Dadgets. So I guess I just don't understand because they leave the movie theater together after they've seen the scary movie, and she's like scared and he's playful and he's singing to her. But then like when the zombies show up, he seems to be okay with the zombies. Like he's when he's done dancing and all that, he's then they start dancing with the zombies, which leads me to believe he's friends with the zombies. And I don't know if that's ever been clear to you or not in
Uh,
Thriller, if he's friends with the
well,
zombies.
no, I mean, I don't know because yeah, he suddenly is a zombie,
Right.
really quickly,
Yeah.
and
So
then
like,
he's
was he a
then
zombie?
he's then he's not a zombie, and then he goes back to being a zombie at the end.
So
So
you, yeah.
I think that he is maybe his dad or mom he's like half zombie or something.
So he had it the whole time. That makes sense. See, that tracks. That makes sense. I wish they would explain that a little bit more because I've just always been confused to where why is he dancing with these zombies? You think he
Right.
would be scared of them, and if he's full evil zombie, shouldn't they be attacking the girl and not dancing? Beautiful dancing, by the way.
Great dancing,
Amazing.
iconic dancing, and I
Iconic
mean,
dancing.
everyone can enjoy the Thriller dance, and anyone can do it. That's the nice thing.
Right.
That's the thing I like about it. Anyone can do some kind of version of it. We can all
Absolutely.
get in on that every Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way.
Oh,
We
thank you.
can
Happy Halloween
all
to
we,
you
we
too,
can
sir.
all jump in on
Mhm.
that.
Throw the
And
arms up, do the spins, do the slides, all that. He showed how easy it was, but it was also scary too. That's so that I mean, and that's that I think is the point is that it's
right.
supposed to be scary, and
Hmm.
that's the part. Everything about this time of year is supposed to be kind of freaky and kind of sinister and spooky. I tried to get into the spirit of things and I tried to step it up a little bit this year. I went out and I got one of those. You see them on the internet, you see them on TikTok, Instagram, those huge skeletons. Have you seen those giant, like 12,
Oh
13
yeah.
foot
Oh
skeletons?
yeah. Those massive, massive. They're getting so big now.
Enormous,
Yeah.
enormous.
Hmm.
And I thought, let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's just
Oh,
go all out
okay.
and
Yeah.
let's get crazy with it. I threw it up in the front yard, arms out, just this huge spooky skeleton with the creepy eyes. And I tell you what, the neighborhood has been loving it. The neighbors are out taking pictures. I got people who are walking their dogs, stopping, pointing at it. It's out there just illuminating over everything. I wish they were more scared of it than
Right.
than
Well,
tickled
the
by
the
it. But
unfortunate thing is there's a lot of time where it's just in daylight, and you can
that's
definitely
yeah,
see the kind of the rods that are holding it up, and
right. The mystique is
and
gone.
you
Yeah.
walking around or you looking out your window, kind of waiting for people to walk up and kind of run outside real quick,
I'm
and
so excited for people to see
yeah.
it that I run to the window anytime I see
Hmm.
anybody coming near me and
Yeah.
walking by. But these things are cool, and I tell you what, it wasn't. This is what I liked about it. It came in a really big box, super huge.
Oh,
Like
that's
I could barely get it into the truck,
that's the best. That's
and so I had to
incredible.
borrow my brother's truck. And he
Hmm.
said, because he's got one of the bigger trucks. And my
Oh,
wife said I could. The wife said I could get one, but it's going to be another couple years until I can get a truck that size. Brother's truck is much bigger, and he could fit the box, but he wasn't around to help me, so I had to muscle it in myself. Anyway, it was this whole big
oh,
thing.
muscle it in. Can you explain a little bit how you got that box into the truck exactly? I mean, because
Lift with you.
this is at Home Depot exclusively, right? So
This is a
you're
Home
in that
Depot
you're in a
exclusive,
Home Depot
and
parking
I
lot.
didn't want to ask any of them for help
Oh
because
God, no. What
you it's not what
can't
they're
then you
there
have to go
for.
to a different Home Depot. You can never
I
go there
could never
again.
show my face again. So it was a lot of I used some boards. I used some 2x4 kind of like lifting, and I had to
Nice.
watch some YouTube
It's
videos.
like
Anyway, I got it in
a
the
pulley involved or
pulley with winches
yeah.
and straps, so many straps, bungees, got it in the truck, got it home, huge box, took it out. I mean, it's enormous, 12 foot tall. It's 12 foot tall. So the pieces are huge. And
Wow.
it's got these rods, you stick it into the bottom, very heavy base so it doesn't tip over, safe, obviously. You don't want this thing falling on your
No.
neighbors.
I
They're gonna
mean,
be
can you
mad
imagine
about
the
it.
lawsuit? Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, especially after all the money I spent at Home Depot trying to get this thing in the
Right.
truck. So I got it all set up. It's very cool. It's very
Yeah.
cool, very
I
scary.
happen to drive by your house the other day, and
Mhm.
you've added more. Um, you've got
I
like
got
10. You got 10 of them out there.
got a couple more of them. Got a couple more skeletons. It looked. This is the thing. It looked kind of lonely,
Hmm.
and like if one skeleton isn't scaring people, like I say, they're just taking
Yeah.
pictures with it. They don't seem freaked out. Then
Right.
what about about a dozen more? I
Hmm.
mean, that's a dozen 12-foot skeletons coming after your ass.
No, I saw you out there with the forklift, kind of moving them around, trying to
She
find
said
the
it. I mean,
right.
she just said it would take a couple years to get the big truck. That's. I mean, and I
Right.
understand. I understand. So like, I had to go rent the forklift and get it taken care of. But yeah, now they're all out there. Now they're all out there. Do you think? And they're posable. This is the thing. You can make the
Right.
arms pose however you want them. So I tried to do some scenes. Try to do some. One of them. I don't know if you saw the three in the
Hmm.
back that are doing the Three Stooges moves of
Yeah. Oh,
trying to
yeah.
poke each
Definitely
other.
noticed that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a streetcar named Desire situation there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's Tennessee Williams' best. I know it's cliche to say, but I think it's his best play. And so
Okay.
I really thought doing an
Interesting.
homage, and it's spooky too, right? It's about the you know the horror
Oh,
of marriage
yeah.
and not knowing who you married and things like that.
Right.
So I
And living
really
in
thought,
New Orleans.
I mean, voodoo, all that,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So I recreated that scene of ripping
Hmm.
screaming Stella,
Yeah.
it looks it looks great. The mouth, the jaw of the skeleton hanging
Yeah.
open. I didn't have the facilities to like add sound, so
Hmm.
I'm hoping everybody is knows that the reference that he's screaming Stella, but it's silent, of
I
course.
got it right
I
away.
well, okay, good,
Yeah.
good, very good. But no, these things are awesome, and like it seems like people are digging them all over the country. Like it seems to be a pretty popular thing that dads are getting into of
Oh, yes.
setting up the skeletons in the front yard now. So I'm glad that it caught on. I think it's a cool way to spice up the Halloween season.
Yeah, I mean, this is something, if you're a dad, if you're into decorating Halloween, I mean, what dad really isn't
Right,
getting out there, scaring the shit out of all the kids in the neighborhood,
these little shits
little
running
payback
around.
time. I've been listening to you dribble that damn ball all summer. Say hello to my little friend, or
When's
should
that
I
kid
say
gonna get
12-foot
good?
fucking monster? Yeah, when's it gonna get good?
When's he gonna get good? He sucks at
Clang, clang,
basketball.
clang, clang. Um, now it's payback time, and
Right.
if you're out there, I mean, this is the ultimate statement for your home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean this says, I run a secure home. I like to take care of my family,
Right.
and I also like to celebrate Halloween in the biggest scale possible.
Mhm.
And I'm you are seeing these a lot more now. Their eyes light up as well,
Yeah, they
which
get crazy with it now. Yeah.
is very cool. It's evolving,
Mhm.
um, and it's an incredible product. I mean, I think
Absolutely.
just looking here at the Home Depot website, there is over 2,000 reviews, and it's
Mhm.
all pretty great. The
It's all pretty
skeleton
positive.
is
There looks like, I mean, we're looking at 4.5 stars. We're looking at 4.5 stars for is the average rating on this. I mean, thousands of reviews, thousands of pictures of people.
right. I mean, just these decorations that wow. I mean, the amazing things that people are doing with this skeleton.
I feel like
Um,
this is the right kind of product too, because you even if you're not a big Halloween guy, there's also like hot topic people that I think would love this to just have this around all the time.
for sure. I mean,
Girls with Jack Skellington tattoos and
certainly, and
yeah.
yeah, and you don't even really have to take this down. I mean, it is a hassle to fit it back in the box,
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
into
lie.
those 10 different boxes, and
It's gonna be ridiculous.
so it is like you can dress it up for Fourth of July or
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
really no need to have to take this down.
Make it a part of your life. Make it a part of the neighborhood.
Right.
Invite it. Hey, maybe you could share it. Hey, how about we put it in Bill's yard? Like that'd be funny for his birthday. With a sign that says "Happy Birthday, Bill."
Right. It's the ultimate, just statement piece.
Absolutely.
And it's such a fun thing to bring home too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Tony. I mean, I know that
Oh
your
yeah. Oh
kids
they
were
were
going
thrilled.
crazy, at least with the first one. I think by the
Yeah, they
yeah,
didn't seem to give a shit by like the sixth
right.
or seventh
I
one.
could
They were
tell you were
like,
definitely just kind of on your own, but yeah.
was out there just sweating. and I couldn't find the wrench, and it was this whole thing, and
right.
I didn't have a helper. Where'd all my helpers go? That's all right. I can do it fast without them. But yeah, no, the first one, they were over the moon. Oh, daddy's got it. Daddy's got the skeleton. They were fighting over who gets to name it and all that.
So we've got a pretty great unboxing video here to share with you, just to get a little sneak peek of some of the joy that this skeleton can bring.
Skelly 2.0. Skelly 2.0 is here. We just scored this guy as part of the Home Depot halfway to Halloween release.
Oh yeah.
So this is a new version. This is a new version too. The updated model.
Yeah, it's got it's 2.0. The eyes light up. You got those. You got those 1.0s. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine do not. So now I feel a little silly.
Don't do it, Tony. There's no need to.
It's
next year.
Lighting.
Yeah. Well, I got to get the truck.
And some different eyes that we can choose from. So we're going to open this up. We're going to assemble it, even though it's May. Earliest ever, we're going to put in Halloween decorations.
Even though it's May.
It's May. So
it's May.
Putting it up in May.
Could not wait. And he's right. He's absolutely right. And you can see here, too, in this video, Tony, he does have his own pickup truck.
He's got the big one. He's got the big truck, and it slid right in there, didn't it? Damn it. Damn it. He's putting it up in May. I definitely can, relate when you get a new gadget, when you get a new toy. Us dads, we don't like to wait. I want to wait until the spring to start barbecuing? Hell no. I got a new grill. It's 10 below zero. I'm going to cook some steaks.
That's the time when you get the discount, right? So that's when you got to go get it.
This is what he did. He got it for cheap in May and then threw it up. Oh, this is brilliant. Right. This is good dad. This is good dad shit right here.
Yeah. You excited?
Oh, he's got his buddy.
Yeah. All right, let's drag this.
See how excited the kid is.
Set it up.
Yep.
See how it looks.
This is what kids dream of.
Dad activity.
Look how big that box is, man.
Oh, he got it down there really no problem, I would say, though, Tony.
Yeah, I had some issues. It's heavier than he's making it seem. It's heavier than he's making it seem.
Now, we're about to play the video again, and it is quite possibly the best part of unboxing videos is that sound of the razor blade going right into that tape. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. That's the sound of progress. That's the sound of things happening.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Get the base out.
My precious. That I bought today until tomorrow I get another precious that I have to open.
Give me 5.
Doing some fun jokes with the big arms. I'm telling you, it's fun. It's bringing the family together. These two, the father and son here, probably had nothing to talk about prior to this.
I think that's
it was silence the whole time.
Silent. Did not know how to relate to his son, and certainly didn't know how to relate to his father until this big skeleton came along.
I mean, this is bringing men together all across the country.
I mean, we're fast. We've been fast. Humans have been fascinated by skeletons for millions of years. Millions of years. We put them in freaking museums. I mean, come on. We love them. People love them almost too much, though.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. I mean, he bought a skeleton.
Oh, that's right. He had the Elephant Man skeleton, didn't he?
Right, he did. Which again, are you a good guy or you a bad guy? What's going on here, Michael?
What's going on? Are you good? I mean, it's good that you want to keep it preserved.
Kind of interesting, isn't it?
Probably should have known human bones, though. He was a human. He says it. That's the famous line.
But as we all know, now that everything's come out, good guy. We all can say that now confidently.
Confident. I love his music. I love his music.
So yeah, Tony, I think you were saying too that people do like these skeletons.
They like these skeletons, and there was a period of time where they were difficult to get. They're a lot easier to get now, I think, because of the demand for them. But when they first came out, people were really going to extremes to get them, and unfortunately, sometimes people went a little too far.
He picked it up one piece. It took 3 of us to assemble it. 60 minutes to put it together out here.
Wow, 3 people, 60 minutes to assemble it, and we're looking at some surveillance footage of somebody dragging away the skeleton all by themselves.
All by himself, just picking it up, Incredible Hulk style,
right?
Throwing it over his shoulder.
An incredible scene here of
it's a good setup.
I would say this looks like a 4 foot by 4 foot cemetery they have set up
put
here.
up a little graveyard with a bunch of little skeletons,
right?
And of course,
and then
the big skeletons
giant,
kind of ruling over them all.
It sort of messes with the scale. I mean, I'd say that it does make this graveyard look really small.
Well, again, this story matters. So you're telling me you got a regular graveyard with regular people who have become living skeletons, and then there's this giant skeleton.
Yeah, where do these guys get buried?
Are you trying to tell me that there was giants in this world? Like, what is how did this happen? So, but somebody's stealing it. Somebody's just straight jacking it.
Caught on camera, a Florida man steals a 12-foot skeleton right out of someone's
Florida
front
man,
yard.
of course.
It was not an easy feat. Near Orlando says their bones were rattled when the man stole the $3,000 decorations.
The news guys getting into it.
Well, this is after them just giving some gruesome story, I'm sure, about some horrible thing that happened. And it's like,
rat poison found in the local kid school's milk.
Let's kick it over to the skeleton stolen story.
Skeleton. And there was about 50 cops at the scene of this crime.
Yeah, they showed up.
They all came out for this one. They were like, "Oh, the big skeleton."
Try to sell it online, and they have a message for him. We have your picture, and you forgot the instructions.
Wow.
What do you do? Like, how do you?
What's he going to do without those instructions? It's already built, though, I would say.
I mean,
does he need the instructions?
Right. I mean, once it's put, you've done the hard work for him.
Right.
He's sitting pretty. He's sitting pretty. This is a heist that I feel like wasn't fully thought through, though. It's not like you can really just I mean, obviously he did. They were looking for him, but definitely would like to see a Robert De Niro style Heat movie where they steal the giant skeleton, Ocean's 11 style of the big heist. Planning to steal the skeleton.
It would be quite different than what this guy did, sort of inching it away up of somebody's lawn.
Just picked it up.
I wonder how far he had to go with that. I mean, were kids waking up in the middle of the night looking out their bedroom window as like this skeleton is just inching down the road?
Well, and I'm assuming he was fairly quiet about it because no one else, someone else would have saw him walking. I think someone's stealing the Williams skeleton, honey. Like, it's walking down the street. Very creepy, very creepy. But yeah, so people loved it too much. I love it though. I think it's definitely added some flair and flavor to the neighborhood, to my house, to the Halloween season. I don't know about you, Joe, but I think this is a great product. I would suggest everybody run out and get one if they have the ability to pick it up, if they have the ability to move it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, rating this from a scale from good to bad, I would say this is for sure 100% good. You're going to want to get one. You're going to want to make a statement. You're going to want to let the other dads know that you're safe.
From the junk drawer and back of the closet, it's Products of Daggett Past.
Now, I know that going to haunted houses that people would put on themselves, or going to that really spooky house on the corner where they went all out, back when I was a kid, this is before Halloween, I would say, was really, we're talking the 80s here. Halloween was definitely a thing, but not like it is today, where pretty much everybody spends thousands of dollars on their decorations.
They lose their minds. Yeah, lose their minds.
But there was those one houses, and the thing that was always the ace in the hole for them, always, to turn any room spooky, to make anything scary, really, it's going to be dry ice.
Absolutely. It instantly turned your home into the very depths of hell itself. and oh my gosh, this used to be my garage, but now it's Dracula's lair. And it's the greatest special effect in the world, and it was so easy to acquire and to execute. It was all of our dads immediately ran out and got some as soon as it was available.
And of course, it required equipment. You got to have certain gloves to handle it. You got to put it in a cooler. I mean, it's an ideal situation.
And it certainly required the best thing about it for our dads was it required instruction to the kids to stay away. Like, there was rules. There was rules about the dry ice. You can't touch it with your bare hands.
Do this.
It's the best thing for
and
dad.
Also, on top of that, maintenance. Like, you have to go redo it. So it's kind of like checking on a grill. I have to step away again to check on the dry ice. Excuse me.
excuse me, at the, it's like when you're watering the lawn, you got to move the sprinkler. Like, oh, I got to be right back. That's the perfect keeping up to date on something, checking on things, moving it around, repositioning it, refilling the coolers, so to speak,
right.
Like all of these are the greatest dad jobs ever.
I have to go out to the store, get more dry ice. I didn't know that this many kids would show up.
The house isn't scary anymore. I need to make it scary again. I gotta hide all the bushes and whatnot. Very spooky though. Very spooky. When you were a kid trick-or-treating and you would walk up to the house, it usually would have the spooky music playing, clank.
Sure.
Everyone had the haunted house CD that you would get. And you'd walk up to the chains and all that. But the dry ice and the fog and the mist that it would create, that was really the cherry on the top. And you were terrified to go get your fun-sized Snicker bar.
That's right. And you could even, dry ice, it was beyond Halloween too. You just throw that thing in the pool.
Right.
It's going to make quite a show. And there's all kinds of fun things to do with dry ice. It's a perfect like dad activity, like you're saying, because it's just the right amount of dangerous.
It's just the right amount of dangerous, and it's just the right amount of science. It's like you can just like, you don't have to be crazy smart about it. You just have to know enough about how it works, and you are smart. You look and sound smart.
Well, speaking of smart guys, we do have a video here of a scientist sort of giving a little bit of a demonstration on dry ice.
Steve Spangler, science.
Getting some pops and scratches on that if they recorded this on vinyl.
Oh, maybe. But I like how vintage it sounds. It sounds like so natural. This is how it was meant to be heard.
High five.
High five.
Do the next thing. So a great science lesson and tons of fun at the next party. So you just got to go get your dry ice.
Yep, next party.
Dry ice basics. Let all the viewers know.
Party already happened.
Where do you get dry ice? I mean, is it?
He said just go to your store.
So you can just get it at any damn store. Okay.
Let's go to the store.
Know that all of this is up online. Okay, so everything, all 10 days.
Just go to the store.
Just go to the damn store and get it.
I didn't know. Gloves, all right. So when you go to the store, you're going to ask, you're going to go to customer service, and you're going to ask them for dry ice. Okay. I would say for a party between 5 and 10 pounds. All right.
5 to 10.
Just go to customer service.
Go to customer service.
Dry ice, please.
Dry ice, and they're like, "What?"
Hi, I'm at Walgreens. Where is your dry ice?
I'm at Target. I got a new sweater and this pair of jeans, and I'm wondering where your dry ice might be.
I was instructed to go to a store. I'm here at Brooks Brothers. I'm here at John Stone and Murphy's at the airport. Where is your dry ice, please?
Hudson News. Sit there. Please, 5 to 10.
I don't mind paying 3 times as much for it. I know I'm at Hudson News. I know what I'm in for. All right.
5 to 10 pounds of dry ice, please. That's a lot, though. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff,
So here's our dry ice in here. So about 5 to 10 pounds. It comes in a big block, and you just drop it on the ground. And and again, don't touch it with your hands. It's
great. I love it.
Below zero.
Breaking it yourself.
So a big piece of dry ice. And here, this is kind of fun. Here, watch this. So here's our big piece of dry ice. And this is just a metal bowl. So if we put it in the metal bowl here, we get these.
Oh,
hell yeah.
That's a whole nother thing to be able to do.
A new noise. It sounded very post-punk.
Only you can touch. Very post-punk. Yeah, just trying things out.
Just noodling around.
That little experiment.
The John Cale viola.
Now that's frozen carbon dioxide. Right?
On the dry ice. John Cale.
Carbon dioxide. They compress it. They put it under lots of extreme temperature, and that's how they get their carbon dioxide. So that's frozen, so it vibrates here, and it makes that sound.
It's the vibration that we
And I'm done with that little experiment.
It's the vibration.
It's the vibration, because it's always. Oh, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. He's got lots of things on his table. He's got the beakers. He's got the big a big tube that looks like a bong.
This guy loves dry ice. I don't think I've ever seen anybody.
I mean, our dads liked it, but when the scientist, he went all through school to become a dry ice expert. Got his degree.
Now what we
look at that. Oh, he just dropped it in a big thing of water. It immediately bubbled up into the dry ice, and look at it go. I mean, this whole TV studio is going to look like a freaking graveyard.
Hell yeah.
The freaking mummy's graveyard.
He's going to put color into it as well.
He's putting color into it. Oh my God. Now I'm in Dr. Frankenstein's lab.
Very good.
So now
it's
Who's
alive.
in the lab?
And make it a little bit
It's
more.
alive.
Not a bad way to go. A little black light kind of works as well.
I'm so freaked out right now. I'm glad that I know that this is just a
Why
video.
is it just bubbling like
See the
that?
apple juice that's there?
It's got apple juice now?
Apple juice, which is kind of fun. So here's how you do it.
No.
It is this.
It's apple juice?
Cauldron that's here.
I mean, sometimes you get thirsty though. Nice apple juice hits the spot.
How does he travel with all this glass?
And the secret at home is this: is that you drop the dry ice in,
wrapping it in a lot of newspaper.
Wow! So you never serve
Got
it
a
with dry
bottle
ice
of
in it.
treetop apple juice there.
And just gonna bubble away. And what we're actually doing is we're bubbling carbon dioxide inside.
Why apple juice?
And it's going to get cold.
Did he explain? Did he just run out of water? Or?
Bubbling carbon dioxide in.
Does it smell better?
Is it supposed to be like bubbling tea or something?
Never do
bubbling pee.
Hey,
that's how I am after drinking a case of Miller Lite. You know what I'm saying?
That goes off to the side here.
I love when a news guy gets a joke in and looks so
he's
proud of himself into the camera.
Do they have writers? Do you think they have bit writers?
Oh no,
in the newsrooms. It's right off the cuff.
This is off the cuff here.
Nice.
Well,
nice.
I mean, what an incredible product that is.
It's the best. It's the best, and it's
definite gadget.
Absolutely, and it carried our dads, and it carried this Halloween season for so many years on its back. Like I say, you could have a real piss poor Halloween display in your yard on Halloween night, but like I say, a little dry ice makes it different. Think of the movies. Think of how many movies employ this to like make it spooky and like, oh my God, Saw's chasing me. Here comes Chucky.
Right. Well, now it's all CGI dry ice. I mean, that's the thing. And I did read something about how dry ice is, starting to go out of business or having to close down. Some of the dry ice manufacturers are having to move to different countries, and they're taking more jobs out of the United States because they're using these computers and AI to make the dry ice.
You hate to hear it. Well, and it doesn't help too. It doesn't help too that all the horror movies now are so cerebral, and they're all like, "Oh, this is about buried family trauma and how psychological it is," and it's like they got no room for dry ice because the mother's going crazy.
Right? Where's the specter? Hello, I've been sitting here for 60 minutes. I haven't seen a specter or a ghoul or a goblin.
I haven't seen a single plastic skeleton get wheeled out from in the middle of a bunch of dry ice fog and been scared. It's just been a daughter who's mad at her
disaster. Yeah.
It's been really weird.
They don't make them like they used to, and they don't make dry ice like they used to.
They certainly don't. Well, we hope we've made the tech landscape a little bit easier to navigate for you and your dad. We'd love to hear from you and your feedback on the tech we covered today. If you have a gadget you think dads would love, send us an email at dadgetspodcast@gmail.com. We rate products, but you can rate us on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. You've been listening to Joe and Tony. This has been Dadgets. Talk to you next time.